I pulled a massive long tooth out of the tree trunk, then gathered a bunch of poisonous wild fruits and crushed them with a rock, and smeared the toxic juice from the fruits onto the tip of the tooth. After doing all that, I assembled the sharp tooth. Who would have guessed? The next second, a predatory claw suddenly appeared, freezing me in place. Clearly, if I made a move now, I'd almost certainly be a goner. But just as I was still figuring out what to do, that monstrous claw struck. I quickly dove into a tree hole, but the dinosaur spotted me and soon crawled in after me. I had no choice but to scramble out of the hole, then stomped hard on the exit. I lunged forward and slammed my foot into the other end of the tree hole, successfully trapping the monster inside the trunk. But I didn't stop there. I immediately tossed all my mini-bombs into the hole, blowing up the small dinosaur inside. On the other side, David heard the explosion and rushed over as fast as he could. But in a moment of carelessness, he jumped into the nearby swamp. I hurriedly grabbed my weapon, trying to crawl out of the muck, but it wasn't working, and I was sinking deeper instead. Before long, the mud had swallowed up most of my body. In a life-or-death moment, I finally made it there. I quickly grabbed a tree branch and reached into the swamp, successfully pulling David out. David told me we had to get to the escape pod fast. A massive asteroid was speeding toward this planet, and if we didn't leave quickly, we'd soon be crushed. Thankfully, things went smoothly, and we finally found the other half of the spaceship's wreckage before dark. David immediately powered up the ship's system and sent out a distress signal. We then sat in the escape pod ready to launch. But suddenly, several asteroids came crashing down. The spaceship disintegrated on impact. At that moment, the escape pod started plummeting toward the cliff's edge, and we passed out from the shock. When I woke up again, I saw a T-Rex tearing at our spaceship, and if things kept going like this, we wouldn't even make it off the ground and would be eaten by the dinosaur. I quickly unbuckled my seatbelt, crawled out of the escape pod, and David grabbed a weapon from the ground, preparing to shoot, but the weapon was completely out of power. To make things worse, a second T-Rex suddenly appeared behind the escape pod.